Hi there! Welcome again to Camglish.com. I'm Teacher Angel, and I'll be teaching you another grammar lesson in the book Essential Grammar in Use, 3rd edition by Raymond Murphy. Hi students! This is the second part of our lesson in Unit 45. If you remember, we talked about the questions, who saw you and who did see you. We talked about the difference of these questions. We also learned what is the meaning of object and subject of a sentence. Before I discuss this part with you, let me review or let me tell you what is the meaning of subject and object of a sentence. When we say subject, the subject of a sentence is the person, place, thing, or the main idea that is doing or being something. You can find the subject of a sentence if you can find the verb. You have to find the verb first, and it will connect you to the subject of your sentence. Meanwhile, an object in grammar is part of a sentence and often part of the predicate. When we say predicate, it is the part of a sentence that tells what the subject does or what is done to the subject. Okay? Object denotes somebody or something involved in the subject's performance of the verb. Basically, object is what the verb is being done to. Don't forget that, okay? Look at these questions. These questions starts with who or what. And who and what is the subject of these questions, okay? The subject used in these sentences. Let's start. Who lives in this house? You cannot say who does live, right? This question means somebody lives in this house. And who, okay, we have to know who is the person living in that house, which is the subject of our sentence, who. Next, what happened? It means something happened, and we have to know what was it, okay? It's our subject here. We cannot say what did happen, right? Next, what's happening? What's is the shortened word for words what and is. It will become what's. Alright? Again, our subject here is what. Next sentence. Who's got my key? Whose is the shortened word for the verb or words who and has. If we will make it in contracted form, it will become whose. Alright? Next, in these questions, who and what is the object of the sentence. Alright? Who did you meet yesterday? You met somebody. And who is our object? Because our subject here is you. Alright? Next, what did Paul say? Paul said something. And what was it? What becomes our object, and Paul, who said that something, is our subject. Okay? Do you see the connection of the verb to its subject into its object? You can find the verb. If you find the verb, you can finally find where's the object and the subject in your sentence. Okay? Next, who are you phoning? Our subject is you, and our object is who. Okay? We have to learn who are you phoning. Okay? Next, what was Sylvia wearing? Sylvia is our subject, and she's wearing a kind of clothing that we have to know. Our subject is what? That's our subject, okay? Let's compare the following examples. George likes oranges. Who likes oranges? It was George. Okay? Who likes oranges? It was George. Who here is our subject? Okay? And our object is oranges. Right? Next, what does George like? What does George like? He likes oranges. Our subject here is George and our object is what? Right? Okay, next one. Jane won a new car. Who won a new car? Who is Jane? Okay, the one we're looking for, the person who won the car. Next sentence. And the object here is the car. Alright. Next, what did Jane win? What is our subject here? Okay, it's our subject. And Jane, object. Okay, what is our object? Something that Jane won. Okay, Jane is our subject. Again, what is the object? Okay, again, our object here is what, and it means the car, and Jane is our subject. She won the car. Alright? Another thing to remember, use who for people or somebody. Use what for things, ideas, etc. Or something, not somebody. Okay? Now, let's read the following examples. Who is your favorite singer? We used who because we refer to a person, a singer. What is your favorite song? Song. It's not a person, right? And that's why we used what. Okay? Alright, so students, I hope you learned something new today, and I hope you will treasure everything we discussed so that your grammar will improve. Okay? And this is a tip that you have to remember. This video is all about how to find subject or object in your sentence, so you will not get confused. Okay? Well, that's all for today's lesson. Thank you for watching this video. Again, I'm Teacher Angel, and I do invite you to study with us in camglish.com. I hope to see you next time. Goodbye and have a nice day.